In the world of philately, most stamps are worth little more than the cost to mail a letter. But every so often, a printing error, an unintentional typo, can transform a humble postage stamp into a multi-million-dollar collector's item. Among these rare treasures, none is more famous or valuable than the British Guiana 1C Magenta, a stamp born out of necessity, oversight, and a simple printing blunder that would echo through history. The story begins in 1856 in the former British colony of British Guiana, now Guyana. At the time, the colony's post office had run out of official stamps, and shipments from England were delayed. Faced with mounting pressure to keep the mail moving, the local postmaster authorized a temporary fix: the printing of provisional stamps by the Royal Gazette newspaper press. These emergency stamps were crudely produced, with simple design elements, black ink on colored paper, and a ship illustration inspired by the colony's badge. Among them was a 1-cent stamp printed on magenta-colored paper. But due to time constraints and lack of oversight, a few errors slipped through. Most notably, the stamp was missing the colony's proper watermark, and, perhaps most famously, it included minor misprints in layout and alignment. To prevent forgery, each stamp was hand-initialed by a postal clerk. Only a few were ever printed. As soon as official stamps arrived from England, the local versions were retired and forgotten, until one teenager discovered a lone surviving copy decades later. In 1873, a 12-year-old Scottish schoolboy named Louis Vernon Vaughan, living in British Guiana, found the 1C Magenta among his uncle's papers. A budding stamp collector, he sold it for just a few shillings. Over time, its rarity became apparent. Unlike other stamps, only one single copy of the 1C Magenta was ever confirmed to exist, making it the world's rarest and only known example. Its imperfect production, combined with its lone survivor status, made it the holy grail of stamp collecting. Over the decades, it passed through the hands of some of the world's most famous collectors, including Count Philip von Ferry, a legendary European philatelist, and American eccentric John DuPont, who famously purchased it for $935,000 in 1980. In 2014, the British Guiana 1C Magenta was auctioned by Sotheby's for a staggering $9.5 million, setting a world record for a single stamp. It was later acquired by shoe designer and collector Stuart Weitzman, who added his initials in pencil on the back, joining a long line of elite owners who couldn't resist leaving a personal mark on the stamp's journey. What makes the British Guiana 1C Magenta so valuable isn't just its age or obscurity. It's the combination of scarcity, human error, and historical circumstance. A typo created out of necessity turned into a global obsession. It's a reminder that even the smallest, most ordinary object can become legendary when it tells a story no one else can replicate. From a local printer's emergency fix to a record-breaking auction piece, the British Guiana 1C Magenta is more than a stamp. It's a symbol of how mistakes sometimes are priceless.